Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Soro. And I'm very glad to be with you today. My name is Livingston Makori, has just been mentioned. But today I want to take, because of the program, I'll come back to talk more about Corporate Career Academy, the partners, and what we are doing. For now, I want to take this humble opportunity to introduce our speakers who are online, and they have some sessions going on. Feel free to type your questions and send them to us. We'll be able to answer them. So I'll be able to speak after this, the two speakers. So I want to introduce our first speaker who is talking to us. I want to introduce Faith Wawira Nyaga. Faith Wawira Nyaga is the Director Special Programs at ISACA Kenya. ISACA is one of the international organizations supporting students to grow in their career. They have very good programs for us. She'll be able to mention them and what will benefit Kisii University in specific. She has 8 years of professional experience in information technology, both in public and the private sector. Faith is also a systems analyst. She has done operations management, systems analyst, emerging technologies, and she's also interested in improving efficiency in work. So Faith currently works at as the Senior ICT Officer at the Water Resource Authority, and we are glad to have her here today. So Faith, feel free to continue from there. Meet the unshared students of Kisii University and the management who are here today, and then we can proceed from there. Thank you very much, and you are welcome. So as far as questions are concerned, feel free to write them down. We'll be able to ask them. She's joining us virtually. Then from there, we'll also have another speaker, the director and the founder of Kizo Africa, who will also talk to us about the programs they have specifically for the youth. So Faith, feel free to join us, and welcome to our session.
As Livingston mentioned, my name is Faith Wawira. I am a director at ISACA on special programs. Special programs, we deal with various programs that includes youth, women, and people from all diverse areas. I was given the topic future industry leaders, which is very interesting because we know at the point that we are currently, so many things are changing, especially technology-wise. And I think the future will only belong to those people who are prepared and people who are looking at where the technology is going, what are the trends in technology. So many is happening in the IT space. So it's upon us, students, every professional.
Faith?
Yes?
Your audio has a problem. Currently, we are not hearing you.
Oh, you're not able to hear me now?
So sorry for that hiccup. We are solving that. Yeah? Today we are talking about the advancement of technology in career. So we are also going to address those things. Yeah? But shortly, we are going to
kindly use the chat to
have her so that we have
okay. Maybe I can change the device and see if it works better.
Personally, I can hear you within the meeting. Maybe it can check from the session.
Oh, okay.
I already talked to Livingston. He's already looking at it from their end.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, because within the meeting, you're audible.
Okay.
You can hear us?
Yes, I can hear you perfect.
No, sorry. Now you can start.
We can proceed.
Maybe you can start right from the beginning. Now we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. All right, so thank you again for looking into that. I was just mentioning, I mentioned my name. My name is Faith Wawira. I am a director at ISACA Special Programs. I was mentioning how it's an interesting topic that you've been given here, future industry leaders. And from where we are sitting right now, at this current decade, there's so much happening and very interesting things happening in the technology space. There's a lot of changes and a lot of emerging technology. And there's gonna be a huge shift on how technology has always been, and technology has been in the years that have passed, because now things are moving out to things which are much better, faster. I know if you speak to someone who was maybe a professional in the 1990s, and they stuck to what they knew, to the technology that they knew that time, and they were not able to unlearn and relearn and learn new things. They got stuck there, because in the past decade, so many things have changed. So even in the coming decade, in the coming years between now and 2030, you're gonna see a lot of interesting stuff. So it's an awakening time for everybody. So we need to be able to be on the lookout, look out what is coming up, make sure we are all prepared. You know, maybe in the 90s, there are people who are perfect in technologies such as MS-DOS. And then now those things, when softwares and programs changed, things became difficult. Those people are pros in their field, but now they had to change and learn new technology. So technology is always changing. It's always transforming. It's always changing the way people are doing things. And we all need to be able to get prepared, get to learn new things, get to be open-minded, and learn, be able to learn new things coming up. So I'm gonna talk about ISACA, and I have an echo. Maybe someone needs to mute. Thank you. So I'm gonna look at what is ISACA. I'm gonna look at the professional courses that we offer. I'm gonna look at how you become a member, an ISACA member. I'm gonna look at how students can form groups and how they benefit from these groups. And I'm gonna look at other programs that ISACA is doing. So what is ISACA? ISACA is a professional body. It's an international professional body which was established in 1969. It's a non-profit association with about 145 professionals from 180 countries. And it spans from roles in assurance, governance, risk, and information security. And if you look at this, all professionals fall around this roles. So it's not specifically for the IT people, because now IT roles has been embedded in all these other professionals, whether you're an engineer, whether you're a doctor, assurance, governance, all these things have to come into play in your professional work. So ISACA has about 220 chapters established in over 180 countries worldwide. These chapters provide members with education, research sharing, advocacy, professional networking, and a host of all other benefits on a local level. So in Kenya, we have a chapter which has grown tremendously for over the last 21 years. It started with 8 members, and currently we've grown to about 1,528. So members include CEOs, CFOs, CIOs, auditors, educators, information security, control professionals, information security and control professionals, students, and also IT specialists and consultants. So the chapter, the Kenya chapter is the second largest in Africa after South Africa. So what is the ISACA purpose? ISACA inspires confidence that enables innovation through technology. And it's a promise to our members that to help business, technology professionals, and the enterprises around the world to be able to realize a positive potential of technology. So I wanna go through some of the professional courses that we offer, and I'm gonna maybe specifically look at 3 specific ones. Just a minute, I want to share my browser. I wanna share specifically 3 courses which are very relevant to students. And one thing for us, when we were in the university, nobody told us about being a member of a professional body or how become prepared, what courses we should take to get prepared to have before we are able to join the job hunting space. And then now you realize when you're getting to the office, you're employed, the people who had that information, they had an upper hand, because when you belong to a professional body, you get an instant recognition, because people take you with a little bit of seriousness. They see you're serious with what you're doing. You belong to something that has a bigger cost. You're taken differently. So it's a good thing as a student to be able to know what courses you can do now that can be able to leverage you as a student, as even as you try to get to market place to look for a job, you're already looking at someone who is already specializing in a certain course. So we have courses like CISA, which is for information security auditors. We have CISM, this is a course for risk professionals, information security manager. We have CGATE, which is a governance enterprise IT certificate. But I want to specifically concentrate on these two. I'm going to share this link on the chat after the presentation, and our students can be able to look at it. So we have this CSXP. It's a security practitioner course. And this is very common with our students, because this course already, you'll do a fundamental kind of a course, and then do a practitioner course. And this course is hands-on. And if anyone in tech space right now knows, issues of cybersecurity are huge. And cybersecurity is something every other organization that runs on information systems, cybersecurity is huge. So this is a course that a student, if you're able to prepare yourself and go through this course at this time, by the time you're out there, are you able to be very qualified enough and a recognized student professional who seems to be already knowing what is current and what is evolving. And you learn a lot about how to identify, protect, detect, respond, and be able to recover security issues. So this is one of the courses. This is a very popular course among students. There's an interesting game here I see they've put, whereby student, you can be able to, by playing this game, you can be able to gauge your skills on how informed you are about issues of cybersecurity. So there's another course that is very interesting, and this is a course that prepares you for the future. Like I had mentioned when I was starting, technology is changing and it's evolving very fast. Technology as we know it in the next decade, it's gonna change a lot. There's so much happening, there's so much innovation happening. We have a technology such as 5G, IoTs, that is Internet of Things. We have AI, artificial intelligence. So being a student and being able to undertake such a course at this time, you're able to get like hands-on knowledge on what is coming and how you're able to prepare yourself on what is coming up. And good thing, technology does not, emerging technology does not, is not cut for a specific group of people. Emerging technologies are able to cut across every other person. I saw the MC mentioning about, that we have people having different careers nowadays. We have people who are working as a social engagement and being able to be able to boost ratings and all those things, and be able to update social pages for politicians and such. That's a job that has come up because of emerging technologies, and that is in the past 10 years, the issue of social media has been huge. So on emerging technology, you're going to be introduced to cloud fundamentals, you're going to be introduced to blockchain fundamentals, you're going to be introduced to IoT. IoT is Internet of Things. You're going to learn about the IoT concepts. You've heard of driverless cars coming up in future. So those cars will have, because of technologies such as IoT and artificial intelligence, that's why how the world is able to achieve a car that is able to drive itself. So this is very interesting. Good thing, these certificates are recognizable world over. So it's a course that you do, and wherever you're gonna be in this world, it's recognizable. So I mentioned about emerging technology. So there's another course, very interesting for students that can be able to boost your career on a very high note, and that is being certified as an IT associate. And like I've been mentioning, this is not specific for IT students. These are courses that every other student, in whatever profession that you're taking, you're able to undertake this course, and it's gonna introduce you to concepts about computing, about networks and infrastructure, cybersecurity, software development, data science. Yeah, so I'm gonna share the ISACA website. There's so much more information that you're able to get from here that can be able to show you how you get started, how do you enroll for these courses, where do you get the materials from, who are the other people who are doing this, and how can you are able to network with them. Yeah, so I'm gonna share this and on the chat also, and I'm also gonna share this with the facilitators of the event, and they can share with the students about ISACA page and many other materials that they can be able to benefit from. So going back to my presentation. Okay, so a question would ask, why would I join ISACA? So joining ISACA as a student member is going to help you to connect with industry leaders and reach your full potential. ISACA student membership opens many doors to connections. There's a lot of knowledge sharing. There's a lot of professional development tools that are gonna help you to build a very successful career. One of them, just what we've mentioned about professional development. There's a lot of content on certifications. There's a lot of content through webinars. There's a lot of content through newsletters. So there's a lot of information that you can access to that has been done by industry leaders that can help you as a student be able to grow professionally. And then there's professional recognition. This comes through you being able to write a paper, being able to get involved into online forums, being able to participate, like being able to speak on an event. You can also volunteer at your local chapter. We have one of the volunteers, Kevin Tuei, is one of the student leaders at ISACA. He's also working with corporate careers. So it's a good opportunity because it exposes you to a lot of opportunities in the world. And then again, depending on how you're gonna be able to be innovative and creative enough, you might find yourself winning a global award through your work. So it's an interesting space to be at, volunteering and being able to participate in the local chapters activities. So there's also a lot of networking opportunities because ISACA holds conferences, trainings, seminars, events. We have community activities. So through this, you're able to engage with different professionals in the industry. Imagine you go to a meeting, for instance, with the CEO of, to a seminar or a webinar talk, a physical webinar talk with the CEO of Safaricom. When you're there in that space, it's very easy to approach such kind of a person and you have a conversation. Otherwise, you wouldn't go and knock on the office to meet them. But in a space like that, you're able to meet, engage, and exchange and be able to network, exchange numbers, and you become friends. So it's also an interesting place. And through joining a professional body, you're able to gain insights, you're able to gain guidance, and also being able to practice your professional through volunteering and being able to collaborate with other people and what you're doing. I mean, and apart from these 4 that I've listed here, when you join a professional body, you're able to broaden your knowledge in a huge way. And you also you're able to take charge your career. A professional body usually has something that we call continuous professional education hours. And through that, you're supposed to demonstrate that you're learning, you're gaining new skills, you're gaining new knowledge, and then you're through that, you're able to report to the professional body how you've acquired and how you've acquired skills and knowledge over a year. And see, through that, you're able to take charge. So you can't remain the same. You can't remain a museum. So you keep growing and growing in your career and being able to keep in touch with what is changing in the industry. So we have 3 types of membership. We have professional membership, and this is for individuals who interested, people who are already in the workplaces and they're in the fields that you mentioned here. And professional membership equips you with the resources, training, and education that you need to expand your professional development opportunities. And nowadays, you find in some institutions, it's a must for you to belong to a professional body, and it's a must for you to be able to have a professional certificate. Even some of the employers, as they advertise for jobs, they ask you, they put it as a requirement. Or if you belong to a professional body, you get an upper hand. And if you have a professional certificate, you get an upper hand during the recruitment process. So we also have recent graduates. These are graduates who have just come from college, and maybe within the last 2 years, there's a package for them. They can join, and then what this does allows you to build the fundamental principles and knowledge base that you gain in school, and now you're able to transition and apply what you've learned in school towards practical ways of working experience. And we have programs that you're able to network these people and being able to join them with the people who are already experienced and advanced in the professional space, so that they're able also to grow faster and they're able to learn from the people who have already been there in the industry. So we also have student membership, and this may be of interest in this event, but not saying, we also have lecturers, we have other staff within the university also who can look at the other 2 other membership packages that I mentioned in the other slide. So to qualify for student membership, you have to need to have to verify that you're currently enrolled in a degree-seeking program and provide evidence that you're studying towards receiving an associate, a bachelor's, or a master's level degree from a recognized college or university. The application is done through the ISACA website. They will ask you for modes of verification, and you'll give a copy of your class schedule, university transcript, and the university letter. So these are the student fee. If you're a new member, you pay $30. That's about 3,000 Kenyan shillings annually. And every year you renew with the $30. So if you pay now, there's no renewal fee. So for the remaining part of the year, you're gonna enjoy all the benefits for free. We also have what we call ISACA Global Student Community, and ISACA Global Students Community connects you to over 400 universities which are affiliated to ISACA worldwide. And you find this student, there's a platform that we have in ISACA that is called Engage, and you find all these students are able to collaborate, they're able to have discussions, they're able to come and discuss various students' needs. So it's a very good space to be able to join the global student community. and being able to get connected to all other students in other universities across the world. I know we also been planning to have like a forum, an event whereby we bring all these students, and we have a student forum or a student conference run purely by students, and let the student be able to champion the keynote speaking, all the speaking, because again, sometimes as already seasoned professionals, when we are talking about student issues, sometimes we would want to listen to the students. The students know what they are facing in the space that they are. So if also give them an opportunity to come out and speak and tell the world, this is how the students also are preparing to be future leaders. So that's something we're also looking for. So I would encourage our students to be able to join the student global community and participate in the Engage platform. So we have a student group. One of the best advantage of having a student group. So these are, like for instance, KC University, we can have ISACA student group. One of the advantage of being a student group, you don't have to pay. There's no payment that is required, but yet you're gonna be able to benefit all the beneficiaries of a student member. So if it's access to courses at a discount prices, being able to access free content, being able to attend free webinars, all the newsletters, and all any other advantage that is associated being of a student member. If you're a student group and you've registered as a student group, for instance, ISACA KC University student group, you're gonna be able to enjoy all the benefits, both local and global for ISACA. So this is something to note, and this is something that we usually encourage our students. And then again, you find now KC University's ISACA student group, you're able to connect with maybe Strathmore student group, you're able to connect with Nairobi student group. So if there's no student group in KC University, so I challenge you, go have these recommendations that we have here, the guidelines for forming a group. I will share this. I'll share this. Also, Kevin and myself, we are always available. You can always call us if you have any questions on how to register a student group. And we encourage students to join student groups. When you join a ISACA student group, you also get opportunity to volunteer in ISACA, and also being able to do other programs that we have that you're running as a group. And there's also a lot of official recognition. So if you're a student, you belong to a student group, there's a recognition that you get as a student. So this is something I encourage you to do, form students groups, and these groups are also nice because you also get to connect with other similar groups within locally, and also globally we do that connection as well. So I wanted to mention of some of the programs that we're running currently. We have a foundation that is called One in Tech, and I'm not so sure if the audio will play. I'm gonna copy this and put it in the chat, and maybe I'll ask the host to play this video for us. Livingstone, if you're able to play this video to the students.
When we have a very short, tight schedule.
It's a like 30 seconds video, but I'm almost done. Or maybe I'll share and they watch at a later time. That's fine, if that's fine. So I'll share the video and it will be played maybe at a later time when maybe you're going out for break or something. Because of time. So we have programs where we do, we lead tech, she leads tech, and young leaders in tech. These programs you can participate in. We encourage our professionals to be able to participate. We lead tech empowers groups who, because of it, because see, technology does not know where you come from. Technology does not know which color or race you are. So we're able to, it doesn't even know whether where you come, whether you live in Mombasa, Turkana. Technology does not recognize that. So through this program, we're able to have opportunities that build leadership from across all diverse places. So we also have a Shielding Step, and this is a program that empowers women because we find women again are a bit low represented in the tech force. So this is a program that I encourage even the ladies in the group in the hall to be able to attach themselves Shielding Step, whereby you get connections to other industry women leaders, and they're able to mentor you, and we have a mentorship program for the same. We have young leaders in tech, whereby we try to empower children who are maybe under-resourced, underrepresented, with the right skills and knowledge, and able to help them know what are the cyber risks happening currently, and how can they be able to be well prepared, and also give them the best, the knowledge that they require to be able to be cyber aware. ISACA, through One in Tech, you are able to, this is what we say, our slogan is, we have the opportunity to change the future through the digital world. And through either collaborating or volunteering, you're able to find a way in which you're able to build a healthier digital world. So I'll share also details on this and how we can, this is a platform that anyone in any space can join One in Tech and take any other program and volunteer there, and being able to build a better digital world in the future. So this is how we can be reached as ISACA. I will share also all this in contact details that you can be reached at, and yeah, for further information or further engagement, you can reach us through this contact. We are located at Mombasa Road, Vision Plaza, third floor. So thank you. That will be the end of the